All right, continuation of the story. I was going to teach a class and give up that client, that commitment. I was kind of hoping no one would be there, but I had one person, and the person was like, I'm having this issue. I keep my shoulders so stressed and so tense. It's sending like painful things to my brain. I like pinched a nerve, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, if we lower the shoulders, like if we can relax you, does the brain stuff go away? She said yes. So I was like, oh baby, like we can work with this. And so I started teaching this whole class that was just like very much about relaxing her neck and her tension and her shoulders. A second person came in partway through and just joined our class. And I really, instead of just like being like, I don't know what poses to do, or these people, you know, don't want to like flow, instead of doubting myself, I just listened and I just took some nice deep breaths and guided some deep breaths, and we ended up having such a cool flow. I taught bumblebee breath, which is like you like cover your face like this and you plug your ears and you take a big inhale, and then on the exhale you hum, and you like hum in this way that kind of makes your teeth like reverberate with one another, and that combined with your ears plugged is magic. And so I taught bumblebee breath in corporate yoga in a very small setting, and afterwards we all had to like just rest and stand and chill. They told me after class, one of them saw like purple and flowers, the other one was like forgot where she was, and fuck, then my intuition was like, you can't quit. The reason that I wasn't enjoying this is because I've been thinking about it from its limiting factors. I've been thinking about it from inside the box. And today I was planning on quitting, on putting pause, on doing something. And so I was just frankly like out of fucks. And so I taught what we needed, and it was incredible. So I have often doubted myself for being like too quick to run, or we worry about the things that might be missed if we like throw in the towel too early, or Marie Kondo, right? We get rid of this thing, we might miss it. And typically in my life, I don't. Like I wait too long to quit. And this was just such an interesting, different way for the universe to show up and be like, here, okay, I see that you're trying. I also see that what's going on right now is not working, but the answer is not to run in this specific time. The answer is not to run. The answer is to change. The answer is to show up more fully as ourselves. Because teaching bumblebee breath, teaching a ton of like breath work and a ton of slow moving stuff is very vulnerable as an instructor, because for a lot of us in our lives, people have said things like, oh, is this a cult? Oh, this is dumb. Oh, you just tell people to breathe. Like, being an instructor, you get your own sort of like feedback. And ultimately, as a recovering people pleaser and a longtime instructor, I have been crafting a class based on what feels good in my soul and what I believe is true and right, but also on like wanting to be well liked. I used to really care that people liked me, that people wanted to come to my classes. And so I would shrink myself rather than grow, because I assumed that people weren't comfortable with outside the box Meg, people were comfortable with shrunken Meg. And the inverse could not be more true. People are attracted to outside the box Meg because she gives them freedom to be outside the box themselves. People trust me because I am grounded in reality, but I'm also, I've got the knowledge. And so why can't I bring the power and the goodness that I know works like a hum? Because I'm afraid of looking silly? That's old. That's Megan from years ago. That is someone who was shut down and who wasn't allowed to shine her light. But this modern day Meg lets her light shine. And that means weird, funky breathing. That means building a class to the room even when I'm not connected to the people, even when I don't know. Now I know. The woman had an ailment, which I'm super sad about, but that set us up on such a beautiful direction. So instead of just assuming I'm gonna walk in and know what to do or what the thing to work on is, It reminds me that in more intimate settings, I can invite people to direct me, to guide me. Hey, what are we working with today? What hurts? What's bothering you? What feels small? What feels big? Let's build our yoga practice from there. And so this really was a growth lesson in how I want to approach one-on-one clients and how I want to approach corporate yoga. Should I go further with that? And how I just sort of want to continue building out this little niche in yoga that is like Meg's approach to it. Because we all have something to bring to the table. And that comes most naturally when we just fucking believe in ourselves. Okay, bye.